What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of 2020 of Pass the Joystick. And 2020 has been just an amazing year overall. It's been so good with gaming in specific because it has brought so many more people that have never played before into gaming, and it's been just a great year. We started the podcast this year also, so it was something that we're very thankful for, and something that we have been continuing, and we just want to continue growing the channel. Not only that, but building a community with everybody out there. So let's be more for 2021. Let's just be more engaged and everything with everybody, so we can just continue growing what we have. But welcome to episode 4 of Pass the Joystick, and the final episode of 2020. But Nick, what's been going on? So how's everything going on this past or the last week of the year?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I beat Cyberpunk yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And
nice.
I've been playing Immortals like
non-stop.
Pretty much.
Well, what have you been playing? Let's start with that. So you've been playing Immortals, beat Cyberpunk, which is great, and we'll be doing a video on Cyberpunk, so that's coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a few of us.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. My roommate got Cold War, so I started playing that for a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's like cool to hop in for and play for like 20 minutes and then go back to my
Let's talk about Cold War for a second. Tell the audience what your experience has been with Cold War, because I've noticed that Cold War has been very divided with everybody. It's been like some people love it and some people just hate it. Like my cousin Pito, he loves Call of Duty overall, but he really doesn't even care about Cold War. So what's your feelings?
I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's kind of like you don't really care for it, because I feel like when Modern Warfare came out, and I actually purchased that game when it came out.
Right.
Like I went through the campaign the first day, and then I played multiplayer a lot. I tried to survive, I think it was the Spec Ops mode that they brought back, but I never got into that. And then I played multiplayer like a lot. Like I played multiplayer to the point where I believe I hit max level twice, because it resets every season.
Yep.
And for me that's a lot, because I haven't done like that in a Call of Duty since I want to say Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a very long time. I personally haven't done that in years, so
Yeah, I know the last time you played Call of Duty was when?
Probably, the last one that I bought was Ghost. That was the last one that I actually bought.
Yeah,
and that was
my
my
360 too?
That was on 360, but I bought it. That was my first game when I bought the Xbox One on launch day.
Oh.
So when the Xbox One first came out, that was my last Call of Duty that I purchased. Mm-hmm. Then I believe Advanced Warfare came out after that.
Yeah.
Which I didn't
forgot
buy.
about that game.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. So Ghost left a really bad taste in my mouth, and after that I have not bought a single Call of Duty. I've played them because my family buys them, or I try them from a friend or something like that.
Game share.
Yeah, game share too. So, but after that, I never put the money into a Call of Duty, so it's not for me.
Yeah, it's never been one of those things, I feel like. But if you're comparing like Cold War to Modern Warfare, I feel like Modern Warfare is so refined, and of course it's two different companies, so that you're gonna see what you're gonna see.
Right.
But the gameplay for Modern Warfare, I feel like, is a lot more forgiving in a good way. Like when you're fighting and stuff like that, you're having, most likely if you get into a good situation, you're probably gonna win it majority of the time. Yeah. Where in Cold War, you feel like you're doing something good and you just kind of get punished for pretty much. It feels like you get punished for everything.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's like intended or not. The more you play it, the more it feels somewhat better. Like I realized that shotguns in that game are very good. Okay. So like you could just kind of run around with a shotgun and win the match if you're smart about it. Right. Besides that, zombies is the best thing the game has.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, zombies.
Yeah. Campaign's gorgeous. Zombies is fantastic because they actually went out of their way and made it like a complete. Kind of different from how the previous ones were, where they were just zombies and you play and you unlock stuff over time. This one you unlock stuff over time, but you get like I believe you get like camels and stuff like that as well. It's like one map, but they give you objectives instead of it just being like, hey, look online and try to find different things. Like you can actually do those things, and then you could exfil in zombies, which is funny. Like you hit a certain level of waves and then you finish it.
And I've noticed a lot of memes and all that stuff in the zombies too, that they've added a lot of stuff into it. So I can see what you're saying, that they've actually cared about zombies this time around, which is cool. Yeah. It's good to see that. But I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the new Call of Duty, or do you guys don't care about it? Tell us down in the comments, because Call of Duty has been a big topic, and I've noticed that a lot of people are very divided between the Advanced or Modern Warfare and Cold War. But hey, we'll see what happens with Call of Duty in the next few years, because now with the new consoles, especially now, they can do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, let's see, because they've made. I mean, I feel like Modern Warfare, in my opinion, was the game that like really brought the game into being like a next gen powerhouse.
What it was, yeah.
It's like look how
Call of
gorgeous
Duty,
this game is, you know.
What Call of Duty was, but like in the future, what could have been, pretty much.
So let's see.
Very
right
nice.
about that.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, I mean, I have been playing a lot. So I finally got my PlayStation in the mail. So finally, so I've been playing. It is the digital console only. So I bought Godfall, which is amazing, and Nick
Gorgeous.
tried it a little bit for before we started.
Yeah.
And yeah, the game is amazing. And Spider-Man, I bought those two games, and Spider-Man just handles amazing. I was bashing it before I tried it, and I shouldn't have done that, because I was like, damn, the game should not be worth this much if it's this long. It's only about 7 to 10 hours. But the game really feels amazing. Like the mechanics are amazing. The load times on how actually everything is, for fast traveling, for how the city renders and everything, beautiful. Like the game is just amazing, and I'm very excited that I did actually buy it, regardless of what I was thinking. So
did you get the standard
really
one
good.
or the ultimate?
I got the standard one because I really didn't care about playing the regular one again, since I beat it and went out on the PlayStation 4.
Makes sense.
So I was like, I just want to try Miles Morales, see if I like it, and yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But playing that, I've been playing Animal Crossing a lot. I've been playing Smite,
Yes.
Apex, and funny enough, we started playing Monopoly, which is funny, because we wanted something different to play, and just like a family party game, when we started playing Monopoly, which was fun.
I'll get that downloaded tonight. We can try that out.
Yeah, I'm 100% for that.
That's super fun.
And Cyberpunk, because I did a second ending already on it, and it was amazing. So catch the Cyberpunk video, because it's gonna be amazing on that. Well, a lot to talk about with Cyberpunk, especially since now it's handling much better than on release day.
Yeah.
So it's a very fun game to play now. But enough of that. I mean, we've been playing a lot of games, but let's talk about 2020 as a year. So we want to make it, since it is our last episode of the year, we want to make it so trip down memory lane type of deal. So like what have we been playing but throughout the year? What have been your favorite games of 2020? You guys can let us know down below. So tell us what your favorite games of 2020 are. But let's start with Nick. Think of 2020 as a whole year, and 2020 has been a crazy year, not only for the world, but obviously for gaming itself too, because unfortunate to say, but the pandemic did bring a lot of stuff that we have to stay inside, we have to quarantine, we have to stay to ourselves. So it brought a lot of people into gaming, meaning that because everybody was quarantined, everybody needed something to do. And a lot of people picked up gaming. A lot of people picked up a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 even. And a lot of people started gaming. And that was amazing. Now we can talk about gaming actually as a industry, making more than the sports industry and the cinema industry, which is crazy. It is just ridiculous that a gaming industry is making more than the sports industry and the cinema, which we know that sports and cinema are just humongous multi-million or multi-billion companies. And look at gaming, now it's higher than them. So what do you think? How do you feel gaming throughout 2020, and what have you been playing through 2020? What are your favorite memories of gaming?
Such a
It's been a lot, yeah. It's been a lot,
yeah.
What games that you can think of in 2020? What were your favorite ones? Because there's been many.
There has. I actually don't even remember. I feel like I don't remember the first half of the year, which is crazy.
I mean, we were inside for the most part, to be honest with you.
I don't remember most of the games I feel like I've played at that point, but I feel like a lot of the games that I have enjoyed were, of course, like a lot of my mobile games. Cause I usually play those whenever I get into playing
definitely.
Those. But console-wise, Cyberpunk's been fun. That has been actually a lot of fun.
Definitely
despite,
amazing.
All the flaws, obviously.
I agree.
Immortals is like a big sleeper hit game for me. Like I've been, of course, that's like a very new release.
Yeah.
But compared to a lot of the stuff I've been playing this year that I remember, I feel like I always boot up my Xbox and I'm like, I'll do like a mission or or I'll go farm some materials for a little bit and then I'll get ready for like a boss fight down the line. And I've been doing that pretty frequently. And then yesterday was the first day since launch that I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna play today, and I just went through and did a whole bunch of things, and I was like, you know what, this is like very enjoyable.
You might not remember that it did come out this year, but I will remember you that one of your favorite games, and you put some time into it, which was Doom.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Let's
See,
talk about Doom Eternal.
So, damn,
because
that's a whole situation now.
you know, if a lot of people know Nick, Nick is a big fan of Doom.
Yeah.
Like, he loves Doom. And yeah,
Wow,
Doom
that
came
did
out,
come out this year.
Doom came out in 2020.
I don't think that's a bad thing that I forgot. I think it's a thing that my brain is just not, you know.
No, of course. I mean,
it came out at the beginning of the year too.
A lot of stuff happened in 2020, so I won't blame you on this.
Yeah, so Doom, that's my favorite game of the year.
Yeah, there you go.
That's I love Doom 2016. That's like,
yeah.
I feel like the gameplay for that and the aesthetic and the music is like, I love that type of music. And you put it in a game where like the whole point of it is keep pushing
and just
then,
go.
Yeah, we'll play the music louder. You know?
Literally.
They really killed it. Doom Eternal's fantastic. The music is amazing. The fights are amazing. If you put it on like somewhat of a higher difficulty, and then like you start getting into the learning curve of, hey, this guy needs this gun to get killed. So okay, but wait a minute, he's a little bit harder, so I'm gonna like farm off this guy, and then like it's the best way that I described it. I remember I used to watch like a lot of dev diaries, and one of the guys was saying it's like a game of chess where like you kind of work your way through until you get to this guy, but you're like, wait, I need material, so let me kill this guy with a saw, so I get more like rockets back, and then I'll bombard him.
Look at this.
You can just.
He's talking Chinese because I've never played the new Doom, and man, you can tell. You can definitely tell.
That's definitely one of the more. It's super fun because it's very fast. But if you put like a few hours into the game, you can realize that like you get adjusted to that like fast pace, and then the music just makes you go like you cannot play that game and then the dude on the guitar and everyone's just shredding and you're just like, you know,
you're just playing.
You're like you're doing this, you're flying around and stuff like that, and they give you more mobility too, so that's also a very fast game.
I mean, of course, it's one of those games that you're just going through the stages and just blasting through everything, pretty much.
Absolutely fantastic. And it's one of the cooler collector editions. It's actually the one it's the only one I got this year for my friend Kenny. It's a wearable helmet. And it came with a cassette tape for both the albums. That's actually a playable cassette tape. Really?
That is amazing. So, I mean, who has cassette anymore? But that is
you
cool.
can buy them, I guess.
I mean, exactly. Yeah, that is pretty cool though. I didn't even know about the cassette. I saw the helmet because you wore it, and I know that.
I used to wear that and play it, and that sucked because that was hard.
That was amazing. Yeah, 2020 had so many good memories in gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, let me.
You talk about gaming.
Let me bring. Do some research real quick, because for me, I have a lot. So the main game that I want to talk about is the game that brought everybody into gaming, and that was Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing came out in April of 2020, and Animal Crossing was just a beautiful masterpiece that Nintendo has put out, because it is a game that anybody that plays video games can just pick up and just play. And it was just amazing. Like Animal Crossing as a whole was just, I feel like, one of the best games that came out in 2020. Now, my favorite game of 2020, and that was the game that I just felt like it was the best put game, was Ghost of Tsushima.
I was waiting for that, going through this list.
And Ghost of Tsushima was just a beautiful masterpiece. Now, not to take away from all the other games like The Last of Us Part 2, because The Last of Us was part of 2020 also. But I just feel like as a whole game, mechanic-wise, The Last of Us was beautiful. It was pretty much perfect on that end. Story-wise, it lacked a little bit of what I wanted. For me, Ghost of Tsushima had everything. Had mechanics, had the environment, had graphics, had the storyline. It was just a beautiful, perfect game overall. And yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, I feel like it was just the best game of 2020. Not to take away from also Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk came out in 2020 technically, but
I feel like it's a great 2021 game.
Yeah, for all the bugs that it had and everything, I feel like it needed to come out in 2021. But overall, I feel like it was Cyberpunk is a good game for what it is, and to be honest with you, I can't stop playing it. It's just a beautiful game. And let's not forget, 2020 also was the year for new consoles.
Yes.
We have the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So new consoles, or new generation of consoles that came out for the year, and that was a good thing. Like, still a lot of people don't have the consoles, of course. Still people are struggling to get them, but when you do get them, you will understand that the consoles are just amazing. And you know, in a sense, I won't blame Microsoft or Sony for shortages. I will blame scalpers, because we know scalpers are just ridiculous. They are grabbing so many different consoles, and they are taking it away from the people that actually want the consoles or want to just buy them to play them and everything. They just want to make money off of that. Which, hey, more power to you, but in reality, I just don't support that. So it is what it is. But yeah, 2020 has been an amazing year overall. And not to mention that 2020 also brought Resident Evil 3, the remake.
That's true. It came out early this year, right?
Yeah, it came out early in the year. It came out in February or March, something like that.
There's a lot of games.
And it was amazing. It was a fun game.
Fall Guys.
And it was amazing. Fall Guys was part of 2020. It was really good. And even though it wasn't part of 2020, but it blew up in 2020, was the mobile game.
Among Us?
Among Us. Yeah. Among Us was part of the 2020 gaming that everybody was playing it. So yeah, 2020 had a lot of fun stuff.
A lot of games, and I just realized that Kakarot came out in January.
Yeah, Kakarot came out in January.
I just never got into it because like I feel like I like the game's fun and the game is nice to play, but I feel like it came out at such a weird time.
It did, and so much happened in the beginning of the year that it was just crazy, and I just feel like it was the wrong time for Kakarot. Even though the game is amazing, I feel like the game is a very well put game. It's just you gotta invest time, because it is tedious of all the stuff that you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to level up, you have to build your characters with the medals, and a bunch of other stuff that you gotta do in order to continue. But the game is fun. It's a really good game overall. But yeah, no. What would you say, Nick? It's your favorite gaming memories of 2020 when it comes to like all the games that we mentioned? Because there's so many games that came out and so many things that happened. I will tell you. I'll start, and I'll tell you one of my favorite gaming memories is me getting into Smite.
I was gonna say that.
Me getting into Smite
playing Smite is probably the best thing this year.
Me getting into Smite was ridiculous. I never thought that I would get it actually into Smite. But yeah, it was I give it a chance, and you know, when we first started the channel, we talked about it, and I was not playing Smite at the time, but then a few weeks passed and everything, and then we started playing it, and I was like, wow, what was I missing on? And yeah, now I play more than him.
yeah. Now I haven't played. I kind of went through a little bit of a burnout phase, and I just haven't played it for like I want to say.
Like I finished the battle pass, the Ninja Turtles pass. I finished that already, like last week or something like that. And what level are you on still?
65. Something like that. Out of 120.
Yeah. So crazy.
Yeah. So that 120.
That can tell you where we're at right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was good.
I'm surprised I didn't finish it because I feel like I wanted to, but then I was like, it also kind of sucks. The battle pass came out the day that I moved, and then like I was
so much stuff happened. Yeah. So like you moved, the new consoles came out, the Cyberpunk came out, Immortals came out. So like so much happened in all that time.
A 10-day time span. Besides Immortals and Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk got delayed, and then Immortals, but then even then. We were still kind of moving in and out of that time frame. So I kind of like officially started playing like right before Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much,
you know, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, pretty much, and it was a good time. And overall, I feel like Smite was just a fun time for all of us to play. And my favorite gaming memory of the year is pretty much just starting the channel, because me and Nick actually were talking about it for like a year before we started.
Like middle of 2019.
Yeah, we started talking about it, and
I'm a huge procrastinator though.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, it was all about how to get it started. But I'm very glad that we did, and I'm very glad that we have this, that we can actually just talk about games. It's literally what we love doing, and just bringing that to you guys. It's what we like, and all the supporters out there, and everybody that just watches our videos, likes our videos, and everybody that just asks questions. Even people that have bought our merch, even though it's not much.
Yeah.
But
it's nice.
We really,
it's nice.
We really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us, and all the support that you guys are showing towards us. So thank you all, everybody. Thank you for all the support, and 2021 is gonna be big. We're gonna be bringing a lot of new content. So just keep on supporting us, and we will be more engaged with the audience and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping
What
for
about
some smackers this year.
we're hoping a lot of stuff, and 2021 is shaping up to be a good good year for gaming. So it's gonna be good. I mean, we have Halo at the end of the year, and I'm very excited for this. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But Nick, tell us about your gaming in 2020. 2020.
2020 or 2021?
2020.
So definitely Smite. That was like a huge factor.
Yeah.
Like that, there was a time frame that was pretty much all I played, while you guys played pretty much everything else.
Pretty much.
That was kind of like I go through my phases with the game. I'll play it for like every day for months or whatnot because I don't really have anything else to play.
Right.
But now I'm going through like my single player time where I'm like, Immortal, Cyberpunk, and then like Call of Duty campaign, and I just downloaded another game recently. Don't remember what it was, but it was on my Xbox. I was playing it the other day. But that was like I was going through 3 games, and then I got 3D All Stars for Christmas.
Yes.
So now I'm like but then I still have Odyssey. So I'm like I haven't played that either. So now I'm just like I'm
so
conflicted.
many different games that you got to juggle.
Yeah, it's terrible. But thankfully I can play Smite on my Switch too. So I
that is true.
tend to do that when it's charged.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I feel like every game I've played this year has been like fun. It's been like a very good time.
It has been a good time.
Getting my girlfriend into games more. Like she used to play, but now she plays more stuff too. Playing with you guys, roommate and stuff like that. It's been fun to like all play these games together. We played Sea of Thieves a few times, even though it's not my game.
Even though you fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep a couple times. But it's a very beautiful game.
It is.
To like
It is a good game.
Very.
It is just good to pass time. To be honest with you. Yeah.
To just sit there and talk.
Yeah. Literally, even though like we're just having a conversation and just doing stuff and everything. Like it's one of those games to just pass the time.
And the biggest mobile game of the year dropped, Genshin.
Genshin Impact. Yeah, that was another one. Yeah. I played it like once, and then it broke my phone, and then I never played it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, I know your roommate loves the game.
Yeah, that's his favorite game.
Yeah.
I can't get myself into it because I play the Dragon Ball mobile games and
you play so many other mobile games, exactly. So it's a lot of stuff.
So this is usually always in use. It was just in use before the episode started. So I was, you know what?
Much. Every single second that he's not doing something, it's in use.
Yeah. If I'm not like out chilling, or if I'm not doing something, or if I'm not playing on my Xbox or something like that, or my Switch, I'm probably playing on my phone.
100%.
So
yeah. So like if you need to get a hold of Nick, he usually has his phone in hand. So you have a good chance.
You can probably text me, but I probably have notifications. That happens.
Yeah.
I do that because if I'm playing PvP, it pops up on the screen.
You don't want to happen. Yeah.
I don't want to open a conversation because then I'll probably lose.
Yeah.
So
damn. But no, that 2020 has been just a crazy year overall. Despite of the COVID-19 happening, just sweeping the world with everything all the negativity that happened in the world. I want to say that gaming at least kept us together. It kept us, sane through the trying times. It kept us united, and it brought a lot of people into the gaming community, and that's what we love. Yeah. Even though everything completely changed because we didn't get an E3, which was ridiculous. E3 has not been canceled in
20 plus years.
Yeah, in years. The Game Awards was all digital, which has never happened in history of Game Awards. So it was all digital. A lot of stuff in gaming overall happened, but we were able to at least maintain that connection and maintain the conversations with one another and play together. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we still have that connection to play together, and gaming has done that. Gaming has had the ability of bringing people together through, like, let's say Animal Crossing, visit each other's island and talk and make connections that way. People
were actually doing interviews and stuff like that too.
Yeah, through Animal Crossing and all that stuff, which was crazy. It's just crazy for me to think about, just going into people's islands and everything and just building that connection. People meeting other people just through Animal Crossing and becoming amazing friends. Yeah, that's what gaming does. And that's why I love video games. And a lot of people can think of video games as, it's just a pastime, it's just something to do and everything. But in reality, for a lot of people, gaming is more than that. Gaming is something that can bring more to a person. It can bring people together. I mean, a lot of people, like in the children's hospital, they got consoles donated to them so that way the kids can actually play, and they're going through hard times, especially now with not only the things that they have going on, but the world is going through a pandemic too. So stuff like that gaming just brings people together and just keeps them together, and that's just it's beautiful overall. It's a beautiful thing to see so many gamers out there and bringing so many different things. And people that don't even play video games, they approach me and they say, hey, I started playing this game, or I started playing this game, or hey, I saw my boyfriend or somebody playing this game and it looked fun.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And a lot of people bringing content through like Twitch or something like that. Or
Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Facebook gaming and so many people doing that, which I have a lot of friends that have been creating content, and 2020 was their year. They've gathered a lot of followers. They've gathered a lot of, and I'm proud for all of you. So I will say definitely content creators of 2020, you all, get a round of applause from us, because it is a lot of stuff that happened through the year, and you guys maintained it and brought a lot of community and everything together. Yeah. So it's been good. It's been a really great year overall for gaming, despite of everything that's been happening, which we're still going through it, even though it is getting better. So let's just maintain the gaming and let's bring this community together. Not to talk about the negatives of gaming, because obviously you still have console wars, you still have people that that will bash you in games and all that stuff. But
you bought an Xbox, not a PlayStation.
You get the negatives, you get the positives, you take it how it is. But at the end of the day, people that will understand my point, they will see everything going on.
We live in a very we try to be the most positive beings.
Of course.
There's no reason not to be.
No. I mean, the world is going through so much negativity. There's no reason for me as a person to be a negative person either. Mm-hmm. So, or we try not to bring any negativity into the channel or anything either. So that's why we try to build a positive and reinforcing community for everybody out there. But we'll see what happens, because now we're talking about 2021, and 2021 is shaping up to be a good year. We're hopeful that we're gonna get E3 this year. We're hopeful that the Game Awards go back to normal, and 2021 it's the year of games, because usually after a new console release, the developers start working hard on releasing new games for the new consoles.
So finally, optimization.
Yes. So what can we do? And what are you thinking? 2021, what are you hoping to see? What are you hoping to get out of 2021? Because there's so much that can happen.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a Splinter Cell announcement for the new consoles.
E3 maybe?
Maybe.
Oh man.
I'm hopeful. I've been saying this probably every episode.
No.
But I'm hopeful.
Splinter Cell. Who's the company?
Ubisoft.
Oh man, yes. So it is Ubisoft.
Yeah.
But Splinter Cell.
But Blacklist was
right, exactly.
Absolutely.
But that was the last one that they made, which was how many years ago?
2013.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So it's been a
He's appeared in every game. He's appeared in multiple franchises from Ubisoft in the past 2 years, but he hasn't come out.
He hasn't come out with its own game,
which is just hilarious. So who knows? I'm hoping.
We'll see. I mean,
that's my big hope. Everything else is kind of smaller.
I mean, there's so many things that could happen in 2021. I'm hoping that, obviously, with Nintendo mainly, Nintendo comes out with a Switch Pro, which has been very a big rumor. So hopefully the Switch Pro comes out, and then games can actually take advantage of that. Like bigger games like Metroid Prime comes out, or a new Mario game like as big as Odyssey was. So something big. Give us that.
Sunshine 2.
Imagine. Can you imagine something like that? That would be amazing. I mean,
I was jamming to that soundtrack.
We got Mario Odyssey, and Mario Odyssey was pretty much Mario 64 just remade into the newer generation. So hey, Sunshine can happen. Sunshine can be a possibility for Nintendo.
That'd be sick.
I would love to see more out of Microsoft, out of their independent studios, because they actually put out so many good games. They put out amazing, Carry On was amazing. They put out so many different things in the past year, and they are acquiring more. Like they acquired Bethesda, which was crazy.
And then Doom Eternal went into Game Pass like this.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, hey, you guys get to play the game.
So can you imagine just the things that Microsoft can do with all these gaming companies that they're acquiring and just making it happen?
They can really go to town.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got the possibility now with Elder Scrolls being an exclusive, which would bring so many more people into Microsoft and experiencing what Xbox could do. We have Fable coming out. We have the new Forza Motorsports, which probably is Horizon, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. So Forza are coming out, and then of course at the end of the year, which I believe it was in November, if I'm not mistaken, was Halo Infinite. So Halo is coming out in 2021, and I'm very excited to see what it's gonna bring. Keep in mind, guys, so if you guys are not planning on getting Halo for the story, the multiplayer is going to be free, and is going to be running at 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
So a multiplayer of Halo for free and you get to play it at 120 frames.
If you got Game Pass, you'll get the story campaign anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Story
If you
campaign,
have, yeah, I mean, and if you don't have Game Pass, what are you doing?
Yeah, if you don't have Game Pass, you shouldn't really buy a new Xbox.
Exactly.
That's kind of like the point,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like,
I mean, like
if
the
you
whole
spend
point.
$500, you could probably spend $15 for the month.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe.
And then try it out and see. Even a trial is like $1.
Yeah, it's $1 for 3 months.
It's $1, so try it out and see how you like it because Game Pass is the game service to have.
You'll most likely keep it.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have it, like while you have an Xbox, like I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it is the thing to have on Xbox. And then for Sony, PlayStation, obviously, God of War. So like I mean.
Oh, Ragnarok.
You know.
When they announce Ragnarok and they announce that limited edition is when I'll buy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, I'm hoping that it comes out very soon. I know it's gonna be 2021 because they did say it was 2021. Will it stay in 2021? We don't know.
I don't know. But I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
Exactly. So, and that's the thing.
I really want them to take time.
Right. For me, it will be one of those things like if you feel like the game is completely ready, okay, release it in 2021. Because how long have you taken in developing this game? And if you feel like it's ready, is it gonna play the same as the regular God of War for PS4?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like a reskin of that, which is very upsetting if that's the case.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm feeling like they wouldn't do a reskin. I feel like they would probably do some extra things here and there, maybe mechanics or so, and then just make it, you know, like PS5. Like they boost up the fidelity.
And I get it.
Kind of like a Miles Morales treatment, but maybe more. I'm hoping it's more than
right, because Miles Morales, even though it plays amazing and the mechanics are really, really good and whatnot,
it's the same game.
Exactly, it's the same game. It's the same game. You're playing as a different character. That's all it is. I agree that they optimized it for the PlayStation 5 and they did a really good job, but it is the same kind of like game. And I don't want that for God of War because God of War has been such a big franchise through the years that I don't think it needs that. I feel like it needs to be something new, something to bring what the PlayStation 5 can do.
Yeah, like I want this to be the reason you buy a PS5 because it was the reason I bought a PS4 and it's still my favorite game for the past few years. Like,
Yep, exactly.
That was, you know, that was a game that like I beat it and then I like went back to it after beating it and I continued playing it for like months because I was like, this is just like fantastic.
We'll see. I mean, they can bring a lot of stuff into God of War because the PlayStation can handle it. I mean, I've been playing the PlayStation for the past few days since I got it, and I feel like the PlayStation handles the games very well. And the load times are really good. Ray tracing is really good. The system is handling all the games. I mean, the 2 games that I got very well. I will tell you more when I buy Demon's Souls. That's gonna be my next game.
Ooh,
so we'll see.
Bucks next.
Yeah, we'll see how it handles everything there. And yeah, 2021, I mean, I'm just hoping to bring more gamers into the gaming world.
Exomecha hopefully comes out.
Exomecha hopefully. What was the other one?
Crossfire.
Crossfire, because Crossfire was really
Crossfire was fun. I'm hoping the campaign
Yeah.
comes out and like it's super cool because it is made by the developers that made Control.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping.
Yeah, so
and
Control was a really good game too.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see, I mean, a bunch of games that got delayed until 2021. I'm hoping to see them, that they finally do come out. And we'll see what else the year brings. But
I'm hoping the delays for, you know, good reasons, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Their own reasons.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened with Cyberpunk. Don't get bullied into releasing your games early because if they need work, they need work.
Yeah.
And the developers know that more than anybody. So
we definitely could have took like another year just playing our own games.
I don't know, definitely 100%. I feel like games like Cyberpunk could have taken a little bit more time. People wanted to play it, they bullied the company into releasing it, and then they complain. But it is what it is. Anyway, we'll talk about it on our Cyberpunk video.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I mean, 2020, it's done and over with. Thank you guys for joining us in this journey, and we really hope to see you in the long run for the next journey in 2021. We will be bringing you new content and new videos, and we'll be shooting new stuff for the year. Hopefully by next week you'll see more content happening on the channel, and we're gonna be bringing you new videos, usually different than what we do. So we'll be going to new gaming spots around here. We actually live in Florida, so around the Orlando area there's a lot of gaming spots that we could go, and we're gonna be bringing them to you. So in case you guys want to take any trips down to Florida or to Orlando, or you are from here and you've never visited the spots, then hey, just come and visit, and we'll let you know what we think of the spots.
Yeah, we know a few fun places that we've gone to.
Definitely.
or even before the whole pandemic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Regardless.
But that's it.
Yeah. Super fun. I'm happy that we actually like took the time to actually get into doing videos and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
Covering more games as time goes on. But definitely just following up, we'll do more of the videos that we're kind of thinking of doing, like more review based stuff when we go through like our single player games. We're still going through a lot of them right now even. But I mean, we'll see you guys next year.
That's all it is.
Yeah. See ya.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the videos to everybody. And if you know any gamers that don't have the channel, share it to them, and we'll see you next year. So thank you for joining.
And fun talk about.
Yeah, and don't forget always to pass the joystick. See you later, guys.
Take care.